Welcome to the SplitLine Offroad Podcast.
Are you ready to go GNCC racing? Fans running to the fences, side by side. Norwich gets a better line. Oh boy, we got wheel to wheel right here, straight. Oh, and Stu Bale right behind him. Russell gonna try to dive bomb down to the inside. No, can't get the line he wants. Duvall's in control. We open back up. Here comes Neil once again. He's looking for the pass. Oh, bumping going on.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the SplitLine Offroad Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Rodney Cooper. With me today, as always,
Brandon White here, guys. What is up?
it looks a little different today, guys. It looks a little different. But we've been very, very busy this week. It's been a very busy week for us, but we did not want to miss out on a show.
Right.
So this is what you get this week, guys. As you can see,
personal, baby.
As you can see, we just had a baseball game.
Yeah, I heard.
Brandon had time to change out of his clothes.
That's what I do.
But,
That's what I do.
We just had a baseball game. So this is episode, I believe, 115.
Something
The
like
John
right.
Pitton preview episode.
Sounds
We
right.
will not be having any guest on tonight. Like I said, it's been a busy week. So we're just going to talk some racing tonight. A little laid back episode for you guys tonight. Before we get started, though, and you're going to see how good we are at this, because I have no notes. I have no cheat sheet. But we're going to thank our awesome sponsors. First and foremost, we got to thank Magna One Racing. If you need a used bike, if you need helmets, goggles, gear, accessory, and more, make sure you check out magna1.com. If you go to the NEPG events or the GNCC events, check them out trackside. And while you're there, pick up some Magna One Clean It to clean anything that you take to the track this weekend at the John Pitton.
That's right.
Your e-bike, your dirt bike, your ATV, your rig, clean it with the Magna One Clean It.
That's right,
So,
baby.
thank you guys to Magna One for coming on the show, supporting us. We also got to thank Guts Racing. They've been in the business for 25 years, providing the top of the line seat foams, seat covers, anything that you guys need for your seat. Make sure you check out Guts Racing. Andy, Greg, and the guys over there kill it every time. Brandon, is it style performance for you?
Oh, baby, you know it's a style.
It's always a style. I don't hear you say
Always
performance
style.
anymore. You never see performance anymore.
I forgot to ride it one time this year, so performance right now ain't doing me nothing. No good at all.
But it looks good. The Guts Racing seat cover
does.
looks good. And if you guys need to do the performance things, it does that too. We also got to thank Seal Savers. Been in the business for 22 plus years, providing the ultimate fork seal protection for your dirt bike, coil protection for your ATV, or seal protection for your mountain bike, UV joint bolts or UV joints for your side-by-side. Make sure you guys check out Seal Savers. Use the discount code SplitLine. There you go. Brandon's got some Seal Savers.
Boot savers, boys.
Use the discount code SplitLine to save 25% off of anything that you order on sealsavers.com. We also got to thank Sunstar Chain and Sprockets. Brandon, what are those things made of?
Case hardened steel, baby.
Case hardened steel. If you guys want the best, if you guys want to get to the finish line, make sure you use Sunstar Chain and Sprockets. They will get you there, I promise. Devin's not here to defend himself, but I'm pretty sure he wants to win like 87 GNCC races on one chain and sprocket kit. So
Something like that.
That's just the hearsay around the pits. That's the hearsay around the pits. But make sure you guys get on that. Use the discount code SplitLine30 to save 30% off of anything on their website. And it's not just chains and sprockets, it's brakes too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep, brakes, chains, sprockets, everything.
Yep,
And-
absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, no.
What just
Oh,
happened?
there we are.
Oh.
Did you see me? Did I disappear for a second?
You kind of went black, and then you came back.
I think my screen timed out or something, so I gotta keep an eye on that. I thought I lost power, but we also got to think about Mountain State Hare Scramble Series. They just had a race this past weekend. Who was the winners? I saw it, but I forget who the winners was. But it looked like a good track, looked like kind of a muddy track. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Saturday was definitely
I'm
muddy.
sure it
Saturday
was.
was definitely muddy.
I'm sure it was. So if you guys want to check out an awesome hair scramble series, make sure you check out Mountain State Hair Scrambles. And I promise you guys, awesome events. They have great tracks. Richie Nolan and the gang over there provide family-friendly events, and you guys won't be disappointed. So, Brandon, what's been going on?
Oh man, not much. Like you said, we just had a baseball game. Got our first W of the year. Thank goodness.
It's about time. It's about time.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, I just picked up my son a new dirt bike over the weekend, so he got to go out and test ride a little bit. Got him a KTM Senior 50,
Yeah.
and so hopefully he'll be looking good. We'll get him out to the track here soon.
Nice.
Hopefully with me. Guys, also do not forget that Sunstar Ride Day. If you're going to go and if you want a free T-shirt, free pre-entry. If not, you can go to the track and sign up. But if you want to pre-enter, get a T-shirt. This Saturday night, this Saturday evening is going to be the cutoff. So if you want a free shirt, pre-entry, Saturday, do it by Saturday, okay, guys? So I was talking to Doug. There's some still stuff going on, but he said Saturday is the cutoff. So if you're interested, I'm pretty sure Coop's going. I know I'm going.
Yep.
My boy's going. My nephew's
Yep.
going. Jonathan.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. So we all should be there, and should be a pretty fun day.
Yep.
So don't forget about that.
Yep. Absolutely.
Listen,
Thanks you guys for joining us
do-
in the comments section tonight.
Yeah,
Hunter
yeah.
Jones, see you there. We're hoping to see you there. Our
It's Hunter Johnson.
what did I say?
Hunter
What
Johnson.
did I say?
Hunter Jones.
Hunter John. Sorry, Hunter. Pam, I'm sorry. None of our sponsors sell anything for Kias.
Nah, no keys.
If we could hook you up, we would. If we could, we would.
I'm sure we could do some sill savers around those struts or something like that. But
Anything would help, right?
that's right, man. Anything.
So, John Penn coming up this weekend.
It is, man. John Penn is coming up.
Yes.
John
Penton. Where do we start? Is it's the house? House
house that Penton built.
House that Penton built, but Bryson Neal has owned the track for a couple of years now, right?
Right.
He's fast there, man. He's fast there.
I mean, you're thinking quads. I was thinking dirt bikes, man. Do we get a seventh different winner? Is going to be
We're
the
running
key.
out of guys. We're running out of guys.
We are running out of guys.
That being said, there is a possibility. I mean, there's guys on that track that are good at that track that haven't won yet this year.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, Josh Strang is one I could throw out there for sure. He's won there before. Hasn't won yet this year. But you can never count that dude out. So Josh Strang is one of my top picks. If someone's going to win it different, I'm going to say Josh Strang.
Jordan Ashburn as well. Jordan.
Yes, Jordan.
Jordan has been riding good lately, and I don't think his results show how good he's been riding.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Jordan has had a rough year. Obviously, started out, but I think you're going to start seeing him definitely be on the podium more coming up north. Something where he's more comfortable with.
Yeah.
Not saying he's not comfortable down south, but it's more natural for him, I would say, as we come north.
Yeah. Or do we see our first repeat winner, like a couple of the guys that are behind you right now, and Craig DeLong and Stu Baylor?
Yeah, man. Craig DeLong just got the win over at on the Enduro side there.
Yeah.
Over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's riding good. Won already this year, so definitely want to throw him a shout out. For winning that. But I mean, does Johnny Gerard back up his win? Is he feeling good? I know Stu's been under the weather a little bit. Is he coming back? And then you have Ben Kelly, fast as heck. Is his legs starting to feel any better? Does he so those guys right there? Those are my 3 or 4 guys that I would definitely think that they're going to maybe have a repeat.
Yeah. So if we end up having a repeat winner, percentage pie, Who do you
Oof.
give the biggest piece to as a potential person to repeat win this weekend for the bikes?
Man, for bikes, it's going to be tough because we've had 6 different winners, so it's like no one's really shown any dominance right now, right? And the podiums have been
Yeah.
kind of back and forth. So right now, I'm going to go just 10s for everybody, 10% for everybody chance to win this week. The whole
Oh, come on. That's the most boring answer I've ever heard.
no, honestly, if I was going to give it, I would do 25 Ben Kelly, 25 to Baylor, and 25 to Craig DeLong. And then the rest of them split up between, the next 25% split it up between the rest of the field there. But those are my 3 heavy hitters. Stu's always a heavy hitter. Ben Kelly's a heavy hitter, and Craig DeLong has been proving it time and time again this year that he's a podium and a winner this year. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking at the results right now. Ben Kelly is the only person that has not finished outside the top 5. He has 2 fifth-place finishes right now. He's sitting first in points with 129. Close behind him is Craig DeLong with 124 points. Craig's worst finish is a 7th place. And outside of that, he's not finished outside of the top top 5 as well. And then just 1 point back from him is Stu Baylor. Now, what's interesting about this is the fact that Stu actually has dropped a full round, right? So if you take that round out where he did not finish, or I'm sorry, he didn't finish inside the top 20,
right,
round 5. He has 1 4th place finish, and he's either finished second every other time or had that 1 win. So, if Stu doesn't have that DNF or that not finishing inside the top 20 that 1 round, I mean, he could have a pretty decent points lead right now. He could have maybe a 10 or 12 point lead right now.
right, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, I mean, those 3 guys right now have seemed to have been your most consistent guys. Now, we have other guys with wins. Ricky Russell has a win as well. But outside of his win, he has had a 12th place finish and a 13th place finish.
Yeah. You said Ricky Russell, right?
Yeah.
I heard. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure I heard you right. Yeah, man, Ricky Russell started a year off pretty strong. I definitely think he could be another guy who could win. He's kind of, I don't want to say that can't do it or whatever, but he's kind of slowing down a little bit. But don't be
Well,
surprised, like I said, for him to come back. You know what I mean? Come back and join back up into this podium run.
I feel like, you look at these guys, and there's so many talented guys in the XC2 as well that could finish inside that top 5. We just looked last weekend. Mike Witkowski
Yeah.
had a heck of a ride, finish on the overall podium from XC2, and you get a lot of guys like that to where if you're Ricky Russell or Stu Baylor or Ben Kelly or any of these guys, and you make a pretty bad mistake or something, you're going to have a hard time getting back through these XC2 guys to get up to the front. So,
All right.
it's a very, very talented class and a talented field that these guys are having to race against.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So, do we see XE2 back up that close this week, or is that just like a mud thing, or what do you think about that? Do those guys still carry that kind of amount of speed coming back into a round at John Penton, where it
John
looks
Penton,
like it's going to be pretty dry for the most
uh-huh.
part? I mean, so I didn't know if you thought what you thought the mud had to play in the last race for that to happen.
I think the mud definitely had something to do with it, but these guys are still, I mean, that's not the first time that we've seen Witkowski finish in the top 5 overall, and he's done it on dry days too. I'm just hoping to see him personally back up what he did this past weekend, and get a good finish and see if he can make that a consistent thing. That points championship in XC2, it's kind of becoming pretty open too. I need to look at the at the page for that real quick. But that's an interesting class to be following as well.
Oh yeah.
And as far as like in the overall, I think that I'm gonna have a hard time saying that they can battle for the overall podium though
Right.
this week. I'm gonna say the winner of XC2 probably finishes around the 5-6 position this
I
week.
gotcha. Yeah, I could see that for sure, especially if it's a dry track. I think by Sunday, if we don't get any rain, it's the forecast that I'm seeing doesn't look like any rain. If we don't get any rain, it might be a little bit of a dusty race on Sunday for the
Yeah,
bikes. And
yeah,
I'm missing Devin on over here in the message. I don't know how to message all these people that are putting in the talking to us a little bit. But the Sunstar Ride Day is July 15th, if I'm correct
yeah,
on that.
yeah, yeah.
So.
We Devin was supposed to be here, and he was in the chat tonight, and it may have been my fault. I forgot to text him what time we didn't even really know what time we were doing this tonight. Like I said, guys, if you're just joining us, this is what you get this week. We've been very busy this week. Haven't really had time to plan for a show, and we did not want to leave you guys hanging, so we wanted to give you guys something this week.
Right.
So sorry, it's not always going to be like this.
No. It's
just
it's crazy. Like I've been working on my truck broke down, and my work's crazy, and um, just all kinds of different stuff is going on with me.
yeah.
And
And
then
this is personally this month and last month, or April and May, are the two busiest months of my year. So I'm a little strung out right now with
grass is growing at a fast rate in West Virginia right now.
grass is growing at a fast rate, and the bus driving is not slowing down. So and then you add in baseball and everything else we got
Everything
going
else.
on, and
Podcasting,
busy.
all that good
Podcasting.
stuff, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Fantasy. Oh, speaking of fantasy,
Oh,
want to I made a couple of mistakes in fantasy this week when I was entering the points. I forgot to enter a couple of riders. And I appreciate you guys being on top of it and knowing what your points should be, because you guys caught several of my mistakes. And if you guys ever do that and you say, hey, like, I feel like I got more points than what you're giving me, or maybe you get, I'm sure nobody's ever told me I gave them too many points, right? Nobody's ever told me that yet. But
speaking of that,
I
who was the
appreciate
winner
you guys.
who was the winner?
The winner,
The official winner. I think we had two winners, right? The first one was that got messed up.
No, it was the same winner both
Oh, was
times.
it the same winner? Oh, okay, cool.
It was the same winner. But it was true. Let me see.
Catching you off guard.
Caden Ushaz. Dude, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. His tag over on Instagram is Tree Tagger.
Tree
I like
Tagger.
that.
Okay.
I like that. Tree Tagger.
Yeah.
He won with 190 points this week. Isaiah White, the CEO of Howard's Hole, took second place with 180 points. And then I don't have the proper list right here. So I'm not going to announce anybody else because it does change a little bit after I reconfigure the points, but it is right in the system.
Okay.
If it's not right on the page, it is right in the system. And good news, guys, about the website is, Brandon, I don't think we got a chance to tell you this.
Finding out on the show, baby. That's why I like it.
It should be being handed over to us relatively soon. And once it's handed over to us, Brandon and I are going to keep it private for a few weeks or so, a few rounds, try to see how it works, see if we can get it to work. But then we might be able to use it a little bit before the season's over this year. So it's better than nothing. So hopefully we can use it a little bit, and then next year go fully live with it. And we're gonna do a little bit of pay to play type thing, and you guys are gonna be able to get some cool prizes because of that. So yeah. And I guess we didn't go over Supercross either.
I was gonna say it was a pretty lame.
Hey, Sexton won the championship.
Right.
Honda swept it all. The end. Right.
But Justin Hill was a podium rider, so that tells you
because
anything.
nobody else was there.
Yeah, so it was I don't want to say lame Supercross, but it was pretty predictable. Besides Kenny getting hurt, so like Chase, one factory rider made it through all main events.
Yeah,
That
that's pretty crazy.
that's
That's like
insane.
GNCC last year,
Oh man,
right?
yeah, it was that was horrible.
So, back to GNCC. Um, um, we talked a little bit about dirt bikes. Real quick before we go to ATVs, we were talking a minute about the XC2 battle, and um, right now you can kind of throw a blanket over the top five,
Right.
which is pretty awesome. You got Roy Barbosa and sitting in first place right now with 129 points. Cody Barnes sitting in second place with 116 points, and he is one of the I think one of only two guys in the top seven that doesn't have a win, but he's been very consistent, right? And then Angus Reward, and he is sitting in third place right now with 113 points, and Ryder Lafferty is sitting in fourth place with 112 points. So right there within a like a 15-point swing, you got five guys. So that's pretty awesome to see. Those guys going at it and really have a lot of success battling for that championship.
Yeah, I mean, those guys you just named. I mean, you could just they easily could probably come up to the XC1 class
Yeah,
next year and run with run right with these guys, no problem. So that right there, for one, to me, that's saying like the XC1 class in the next couple of years is going to be really strong. It's going to give the sport what we need, a good future for the sport. And then this year, right now, these guys are battling tooth and nail between Snallgrass and now Mike Witakowski and Liam Draper. Those guys are just freaking fast. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's always interesting. And I tell you what, man, I know we don't talk to him about too much, but the women's dirt bike classes kicking. That's one you got to watch in the AM if you're chilling around Sunday morning waiting for the pros. Go over there and watch the women's race because those ladies are duking it out each and every weekend. So
yeah. Right now, Rachel Archer is on a four race winning run right now. She's got 170 points. She's got a 30-point lead over Corey Steed. So she's doing pretty good trying to back up that title that she won last year.
right, yeah. I think Corey miss a race or something? I can't remember.
Corey did not miss a race.
Maybe
She
she had
has,
maybe got a
yes.
mechanical or something.
Well, she started out the season with 2 wins, and then she had an 8th place finish in round 4.
Hmm.
Besides that, she's been on the podium every single round. So that 8th place finish is the only thing that's really hindering her. And then the fact that Rachel is just pounding out win after win. So she's going to be looking to make it 5 in a row, and Corey's going to be trying to stop that momentum going into the Penton this weekend.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's definitely killing it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So let's switch over to ATVs for a second. I just saw Walker Fowler behind you on the
Hey,
TV.
did everybody see you got the turtle show off?
Got the turtle show off. So Walker, glad to see you back to normal ish.
Ish, yeah.
As far
Well,
as the way you look, you don't have a turtle shell on anymore.
we'll call him
So
normal when we see him on the starting line of XC1, right?
yeah, we'll call him normal when we see him on the XC1 line. But he is getting around better, and he doesn't have the turtle shell on anymore. So glad to see that, and hope that the recovery process is going smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And can't wait to see you back, buddy. But to the John Penton this weekend, what percentage pie
Oh, jeez, we're hitting it already, huh?
do you give Bryson Neal to win this weekend? How
Man,
much of that pie?
dude, I mean, right now, straight up, I don't know if anybody can beat him straight up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's got it figured out. He's got the speed, barring no penalties or breakdowns or anything like that crazy. Um, I have to give it 95% to Bryson Hill win this week. You know,
95%.
yeah,
Hunter
it's
Johnson says 90%. It's pretty high.
dude. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for him either breaking or shooting himself in the his own foot with those, he's probably he's probably won every race this year if with stuff like that not happening. So
Yeah, he had the breakdown at round 4, and then in round 5, he had the penalty that took him back 2 positions, which
right.
that's a tough one, that
It
penalty.
is. It is.
Especially after, he was off the I mean, we're not gonna rehash that right now, but he was off the track by, what, 4 feet,
Yeah.
and, won by 3 minutes. So 3rd place pushed him back, like, what, 4.5 minutes probably? I mean,
Right.
that's a
Yeah.
little bit that's rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
That
saying the
is.
rules are wrong, I'm not arguing the rules, I'm just saying, ooh, that's harsh. So,
Yeah.
I don't know why my screen keeps blacking out like that.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a producer.
No.
I'm not a producer. We need Devin here.
Producer D.
Producer.
No. No. I mean, I hope I'm wrong because I always like to see a good race, a good battle. Hunter Hart usually seems to do decent at the John Penton. I'm looking for a guy like maybe Jay Shad or Cole Richardson to step up. I know Walker usually runs pretty decent as well. He's not, obviously he's not racing. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's going to be a tough one. They're going to have to figure it
Yeah.
out. Does Adam McGill, does he get back on the podium this week? What's your
Man,
percentage of him making it, huh?
on the podium?
On the podium, yeah.
How many podiums does he have right now?
One this year. I don't know his career total.
No, I mean, one this year. He has 2 4th place finishes and
Right.
2 5th place finishes. But we're getting into the Gator country though. I know,
We
the
are.
real Gators, is down south in Florida, South Carolina, Georgia area. This is Gator country though, right? Penton
This
is
is.
Gator
Yep.
country, and I don't
Devin says sorry. He
give it
was
a
giving the
bath.
kids a
No
bath.
excuse, Devin. No excuse. You're welcome to join if you want,
Yep.
buddy. You have the link. But man, I think the Gator could really get on the podium this weekend. Oh man, there's so many guys that can get on the podium though. I'm going to give him a 58% chance to get on the podium.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, I think it is. But I'm going to be honest with you. I think I think Adam McGill right now is better than Adam McGill in 2022 and 2022 and 2021.
Yeah.
I
He's
think this
finally
is
got
the
it
best.
figured out. Yeah.
Well, I think that he's in better shape now than he was clear up into. I'm going to say he's in better shape now and riding better right now. The best he's looked since the Mountaineer win in 2020. Was
Right.
that 2020?
Yeah, that was our first year. That was the first rate, like one of the first
That was
podcasts we did,
the first
and I called
podcast
him
we did.
winning it. And I called him
Uh-huh.
winning it. That
Yeah.
was my glory moment of being a podcaster.
Yeah. And look, we had hardly any equipment then, and here we are 3 years later. We have like $5,000 in equipment upstairs in my garage, and we're sitting here using just 2 computers.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, like when we first started, it was just us and a couple of mics and a recorder, and now we're sitting at home and or the computer screen, right?
Yeah. It's busy week. Anyways, John Stewart said he was talking to talking to McGill at the Mountain State race, and he's pumped for the Penton this weekend. I'm telling you, I think that he could do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bump it up. I'm gonna go 60. I'm gonna go 60% chance of getting on the podium.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
There's 2 spots there, right?
Right.
I mean, realistically, there's 2 spots. If Bryson doesn't break or Bryson doesn't have anything mess up, he's gonna win. More than likely.
See, it's so hard because, man, John Galata Jr.'s been pumping it up here lately. Dude's been killing it, being on the podium. Cole Richardson's been pumping it up. I think last week he broke. He was having some issues with some stuff on the quad. I don't
Yeah.
think that happens again this week. So I see him back up there, and I see Hunter Hart, man. I see Hunter Hart rebounding after taking that little bit of nasty spill we all saw on Instagram on a video. So man, it's going to be a battle. It's going to be fun to watch.
All right. How many riders do you think that we have that are battling for those two positions?
Oh man, at least let's see: Hunter Hart, John Glada Jr., Cole Richardson, Adam McGill, and then you have a guy like Jay Shadron is starting to come to his own. You have Wyatt Wilkin, and
Could
those
you
guys.
see Wyatt Wilkin getting up there? Yeah.
Very possible because it's one of his hometown races. I'm pretty sure home state races, and first time getting to run there XC1 and
I feel like the Penton is everybody's home race.
well, I mean, Ohio breeds a lot of great riders, man.
It does. It does.
Cross riders and woods riders. So
Yeah. I mean, McGill's a West Virginia rider, but it's pretty close to his home as well. So
2 hours, I think it's about an hour. Well, probably from his house, it's probably like an hour and a half. But
yeah,
with all that, so yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, anytime you can probably sleep in your own bed and get back home that night, it's a close one for us.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
so,
all those guys I just named is going to be fighting for that podium this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, Brandon, we said that we will keep this show short tonight. Before we get on any tangents and make it last any longer, do you want to go into picks right now, or?
Oh, you want to do picks already? Okay.
Well, I mean, there's Devin. Hang on, let's get Devin's opinion.
Oh boy. Oh geez. Well, there went the show.
The show just went downhill.
What's up, boys?
Oh,
what's going on,
buddy?
Sorry, let me turn this off in the background.
Jeez.
There it is.
What are you, first time caller? What?
Oh yeah,
what's going on here?
Definitely first time caller.
Long time, first time. All right, so we were just talking to Brandon about or Brandon and I were just talking about how many riders. We're just going to say that Bryson Neal is locking up a podium position. How many other riders do you think are capable of finishing in those two positions? Those two positions left.
Second and third.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think at any given time, any of the guys on the front line could be on the podium for sure. I mean, you got Wyatt, Austin.
That's such a diplomatic answer.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to give it as a diplomatic answer. They have the capabilities of doing it. Will they do it? I mean, probably not. The likelihood of all of them being on the podium at some point this year is not super high, but they are all capable riders of doing it. Yeah. But I would say realistically this weekend, I would say you could see Wyatt Wilkin throw his hat in.
Okay.
There's one. Adam definitely throwing his hat in the ring. Hunter, John Glada, and Richardson. I think those are your.
I think he copied me. What do you think?
Yeah.
You think he
Did
was
he
listening to what I said?
Did he say Jay Shad?
No, he didn't say Jay Shad.
I didn't say Jay
Believe
Shad.
that?
Oh, I can't believe that.
I can't believe it.
He's the Jay Shad whisperer too.
I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe that's the motivation that Jay Shad needs to prove Devin wrong, right?
If
Well,
he can get a start, man, he can run with him.
Every time I bet on him, he doesn't make it. So maybe if I don't mention him, then maybe it's his bad luck. Maybe I'm his bad luck because I keep saying stuff. So maybe if I don't mention him, he'll actually get on the podium this time.
Hey, did you guys notice in the bottom of each of our pictures, it has your names and then it has me as SplitLine Offroad.
SplitLine, yeah. I was noticing that. Like, yeah.
I did see that.
Mr. SplitLine, that's what we're going to call you.
We'll call these. Hey, this is actually not a bad option. Whenever
it's not.
We're in a pinch.
We'll see what the sound. We'll see what the sound sounds like on Spotify and how it all comes through. But
could you imagine, like, we just don't use our $5,000 worth of equipment?
So yeah, we don't even.
We have a whole studio. We just don't use it. If you guys think it sounds good, give us a thumbs up or something. Hunter Johnson right now is saying there's 4 realistic guys that could finish on the podium besides Bryson.
That's about cool. It's pretty close.
That's about right. I mean, I think how many guys have finished on the podium already this season? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 guys have finished on the podium this
Right.
season.
Yeah, because it was Bryson,
Oh, jeez.
Bryson Hunter and Cole for the first
Did
2
you
rounds.
see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
Devin's like, I don't know if
Devin's hot
saw
in
it
the
yet.
Devin's hot in the comment section.
I see it.
I see it. Yeah.
I mean, hey, you got to keep it spicy.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. So,
Hey, Josh Sharp, I did not catch that video. Did you guys see that video of Hunter Hart eating that watermelon with a spoon?
Yeah,
I didn't see that. I didn't
no,
catch it. I must have
I
missed
did
was
not
on
see
the-
that either.
it was on the Between the Arrows.
Oh, haven't get to watch that yet.
Where's
Been
that
busy.
comment at? I don't even see that comment. Oh, I see. You had to scroll up there. Okay, sweet.
They've been doing
Good job.
pretty good with the Between the Arrows videos. I think those are pretty awesome.
Yeah, they do a good job with those.
Yeah,
Keeps
very good
us in the loop.
Yeah, keeps in the loop. Listen to you. We're all in the loop, Coop. We're a media buddy.
We are the loop.
People come to us for the media. But anyways, guys, back to the.
Surprisingly enough, that's true.
Nah, man, it's gonna be a good weekend, Devin. I saw that you sent us a picture of your quad. What's up with that? What'd you do to it?
What do you mean? It's a different color. That's what I did to it.
You just painted it. You like right in the middle of a race season. You just gonna rip your quad down and paint it?
No, it's a whole different quad.
Oh,
Yeah,
I got
it's
you.
It's a Suzuki, isn't it?
it may or may not be.
He's relapsing, Brandon.
Here, I'll help you guys out.
What? Where's the Yamaha at?
It's sitting over to the side.
What the heck? Why you just not gelling with the Yamaha? Or what?
You can tell in this picture here which way we're going.
Why are you going back that way for?
Well, I broke down last week, so I got mad, and then I came home and started putting my Suzuki together.
Oh, gee. So, Devin, you're going to have to show us how you just did that, because I don't know how you did that.
How'd you do that?
If you go to first of all, you gotta go find the image, which Rodney probably had a bunch on his thing, and then if you go to the settings down in the bottom, and you click on
I love how we're doing this. We're in our middle of our show. But I love it.
Hey, we're learning how to use our tools to the best of our abilities. If you go to the settings, it says like virtual background,
Very
and then
janky.
you can upload your own.
Very janky. I love it.
I think it's pretty cool.
I'm gonna get a picture of Brandon in a Speedo to be sitting behind me.
Definitely. I'll definitely do that photo shoot for you, bud. Eating a
Hey.
Snickers bar. Eating a Snickers bar in my Speedo.
I'm gonna get a picture of Brandon with his arms crossed and a big frown on his face, standing over on the third baseline.
Knowing that our bottom of our lineup's ready to come up. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter Johnson
What are you
wants
racing
to,
this weekend?
Hunter
Devin?
Johnson said if I want to sell the YFZ to let him know.
So what are you racing this weekend? Yamaha or Suzuki? Which one you going?
Whatever one's ready first.
Well, obviously you're probably not working on a Yamaha. Jeez.
I mean, I think there's something with the clutch on it, but worst case scenario, I could probably fix it on Friday if I need to.
This is definitely got to be like, you got to be working on the bike before Friday. I mean, the race is Saturday.
Nah, not the Yamaha. It's pretty much ready.
Oh,
The Suzuki, on the other hand, it's getting a whole new motor and everything. I dropped off the motor on Monday so that they could put new center cases in it, because last year when the rod broke, it blew 2 holes in the center cases. So they're putting new center cases in it, new crank, new cylinder, new head, new piston, new valves. Be pretty much brand new.
I agree with Michael. He says an old Honda wouldn't let you down.
I don't know.
I
I've
tend
seen
to
a lot
agree.
of
geez.
around too.
Yeah. I don't know about that, guys. Stay with the Yamaha.
Listen,
Yamaha.
All I'm saying
Blue
is
Brew, baby.
these bikes are so awesome. They got to use Suzukis to make them better.
here's all that I'm saying. All I'm saying is, Brandon, I don't know what SplitLine 9-hour team is going to be the A team or the B team, because I know one team is probably more than likely going to make it to the finish line. And I don't know about the other team right now.
Well, we have 2 teams.
Yeah.
Devin's the captain of the other team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We should have a bet. We should have a wager of
Hey.
which split line team wins.
Last
the turtle
year,
or the hare. The turtle or the hare.
last year, our team got 4th, and we had a rider break a chain, and we had to run the chain out onto the track with a bicycle and get the chain back on the 4-wheeler so that he could keep going. But if it wouldn't have been for the broken chain, we should have been on the overall podium.
How did you know that he broke a chain? Did you guys carry walkie-talkies or something?
Somebody told us. Somebody called us to let us know.
Oh,
Walkie-talkies is
That
a
was
good
nice.
idea, Brandon.
Yeah. We'll probably have headsets.
you got stuff?
We'll probably have the headsets and all this year.
Oh, geez, getting headsets and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We want to win.
And lights.
Techie Devin over
Huh?
there. Old Tech Devin over there got
Yeah.
headsets and background virtual images, and I really
Hey,
wish I could change his image right now to Yamaha.
Oh man.
Hey, can you see that? Can you see that these guys are definitely don't like the baseball talk?
I told you.
Yeah, they don't like it at all. They said they would rather hear the tech talk than the baseball talk.
Stick and ball sports, man. Riders don't like to hear that crap.
That's not true. I feel like some do, right?
I'm good with football. Baseball is okay. You know what I mean? But
I'm
it's
a
racing.
baseball guy.
Racing.
I mean, it's always racing season. It's always football season. It's always baseball seasons. All the seasons. Like, if you want to be good at any sport nowadays, you basically got to do it year round, right?
Much.
Yeah.
Like, did you?
Yeah, unless you're just talented.
How crazy is this, Brandon? That the Clarksburg wrestling team, some of them are still practicing, like over at the gym. Like, they're not like it's a year. They didn't do that last year. They usually quit after states, and states is in February, and they're still practicing.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why a lot of these motocross riders and woods riders now are starting to just ride year round. Go to Florida, go to North Carolina, South Carolina, wherever, and just ride, and that's why these guys are getting faster each and every year, and each generation's coming up. You can see it. The speed's getting faster. We're seeing it now with the new guys coming up through the XC1 on the bike side, and oh my God, if anybody goes faster than Bryson Neal right now, I don't know what's going to happen on the quad side.
Is it even possible?
I don't know. That's what that's what I said about Walker Fowler a long time ago. Is, can anybody go faster than him? And then Bryson comes out of nowhere, and it's like, holy crap! Like,
yeah,
how's the bike even stay together that long? How's what's going on? And now he's doing it. So it's like, who's going to be the next guy that's going to try to top that speed?
Yeah, I mean,
what does that speed look like? Because
these guys changed the game, right? Like Walker changed the game, and then Bryson just added a little bit onto that, right? Where does the game even go from here? Like, I don't.
Right.
I think the biggest problem is that you probably can ride faster, but the equipment will not take it.
Right.
At a certain point, the equipment starts letting you down because of you riding it too hard, right? Bryson's already experienced that problem. That's why they've had to go through all the Walsh stuff, trying to figure out how they can make this stuff tougher to last for what he's doing. And he's even said that he's had to back it down at some of the races because if he doesn't, he won't make it to the finish.
Yeah.
So,
right. So my thing is, I think to start seeing it go to the next level, and it's really it's a good thing and it's a bad thing because quads are already expensive enough, right? Like, we're already spending all this. Anybody that has a quad knows what I'm talking about, man. Like, you're just dumping money in this thing, right? But the pros, unfortunately, with Yamaha, is the only one that's making a manufacturer, right? So either if you're Devin, you're out searching for an old LTR. If you're a Honda guy, you're trying to find that barn build that has, guy bought it and never rode it in years, and it's just sitting there nice and pretty, right, pristine. But I think it's going to happen is you're going to have to start building these hybrid bikes eventually. Grabbing these dirt bike motors, putting them on there, KTM Husky, whatever is available and start building these crazy machines. But unfortunately, with that, you're talking $40,000-$50,000 a quad. You know what I mean? So
Well,
Yeah.
so Adam McGill is a huge advocate for building hybrids.
mm-hmm.
He says that there shouldn't be a production rule anymore because there's only one manufacturer left. And if you want to spend 50 grand on a four wheeler, you should be allowed to spend 50 grand on building a four wheeler. If you
Right.
don't have 50 grand to spend on that four wheeler, then you still have options out there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think that they should get rid of the production rules. But when Yamaha's forking so much money out, they're not going to. So
Right.
as
Right.
long as Yamaha's providing the money that's backing the sport mostly, it's not going to happen. But if we were to see that rule go away, I think we would see a lot more people coming out with their own hybrid to build, and that would give us more options on, nicer bikes to ride. So
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, hybrid just takes it to a whole new level. I mean, what was that? The one it was like I think they called it Quadzilla. They built. I think it was Corey Ellis that built that LTR 500.
yeah,
Was it? Yeah, dude, that thing is sick, right? Like, I'd rip that thing all day.
that and like the other benefit is you get so much more horsepower out of a dirt bike motor without even having
Right.
to do that much to it. So you're
Right.
gaining
And
right
revs
off
a
the
lot
bat.
different too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gaining like 10 horsepower right off the bat and not even having to do
Oh yeah.
anything to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And Michael, you're right. He mentioned the fact that they do have hybrids in the 250s in the AM races, and that's true. And they do have
Yeah.
very, very expensive youth bikes.
Gosh, man, I couldn't imagine.
Ryland Johnson actually had a LTR 450 with a TRX 450R motor on it. That thing's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Actually, it ran really good too. So I think that if they would just let us have the freedom to build the bikes how we want, then we could
Mhm.
definitely do a lot with that and make it last a lot longer. Because at this point, either racing's going to decline because people don't want to buy the one manufacturer that's left, or everybody has to switch. And then it's like
Right.
NASCAR. At that point, it's like NASCAR. Everybody's
See,
got the same bike.
You're good. I can see both ways because right, so I can see the pros and I can see the cons. The pros is, you know, like we just said, like anybody can build what they want. They can go either way. There's not very many manufacturers left. All that. Then the cons are, does the racing get affected by this? Because let's just face it, Walker Fowler, Bryson Neal, those guys are probably making the most money in the XC1 quad class. Are they going to have the fastest bikes because they get the most money to dump in it, or does the XC1 field, or do we lose a lot of pro riders because they can't afford to build those hybrids and stay up, to run with the top guys each and every week? Like I said, we're talking $50,000 quads, and most XC1 quad racers have what 2-3 race bikes a year that do that, to keep them going all year long.
I think Bryson
To me, yeah, see 5. You know what I mean? Could you
Plus-
imagine having 5?
Plus, I think he runs a brand new motor every race, a brand new Dacia motor
Right.
every race.
Right.
That's tough.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, right. So I mean, like I said, there's pros and there's cons. Which way's the best way? I'm not real sure, but I think it'd be cool to see if everybody can afford it and to keep the racing. I like to keep the racing. I don't say like fair as in bike wise, like horsepower wise and all that, just to see the fastest and the best rider to win each and every weekend. But that's me, right?
Yeah.
What do you think, Coop? You've been quiet over there.
Yeah.
No, I'm just listening. I would love to see. I would love to see some of the unique designs guys come up with. I would love to see guys really just put a lot of thought into it and just see what comes out on the lines. It's been a long time since we've seen stuff like that. So if we could get that glimpse of it, it'd be cool. And at the same time, though, do you kind of slap the Yamaha, around, because the Yamaha is the only thing that's supporting the sport, right? So do we
Right.
just kind of
Right.
say, hey, we would rather go this route, or do you stick with the one manufacturer that's actually supporting the sport?
Right. And in that case, unfortunately, like Racer Productions, GNCC itself, and AMA would have to go together. And like Devin said before, Yamaha's putting so much money out. They support the quad riders and the bike riders, and they support the series. So that would probably be a lot of money that they might pull back if GNCC would let them go that way. So
Yeah,
they would either have to stop making quads for this to happen,
which could
or
happen.
just pull their money. Or what it could. I mean, next year could be the last year. I mean, the way it's going, but either that or just pull their sponsorship away from GNCC altogether, and then at that point, I think it could happen. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
ultimately, we would just be going back to like 250R days.
yeah,
right.
I mean, back then it wasn't, oh, there's a Honda 250R sitting on the front. It was, oh, look at this ladder built 250R sitting here
Oh
and stuff like
yeah.
that. So, I mean, we could go back to the same thing that we did then. It worked. So it's not like we couldn't make it. It just,
one way or another, they'll figure out how to do it, right?
Right.
So,
Oh yeah. Eventually, it'll be there. Eventually, just so, like I said, there's pros and cons to it, but yeah.
yeah. So, there I am. I don't know why it keeps doing that. So, let's get this weekend's picks in.
All right,
Devin, you kind of
Devin,
missed out.
you want to start?
Devin, you missed
Yeah.
out on the bikes. So let's go quads first. Who do you got for the podium this weekend, and why?
all right, Bryson Neal for sure. I feel like he's wicked fast at the Penton.
He's looking fast everywhere, but definitely at the pit.
That's what I'm saying. He's super fast everywhere, but I feel like the Penton, he's got like another level that he can get. And I think the track works out good for that too. Like I think he can use more of his speed and not be as hard on the stuff as far as his equipment and stuff like that at Penton, just because of the way the track kind of flows. So I think Bryson's got the win. Adam, I think he can pull off a second. I think he can do it. I mean, he was at Indiana on a track that he's done good at, but hasn't typically done super well in the past couple of years. He did good there. So I think he could do it again. And then probably Hunter Hart in third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the Adam. I think that he definitely could do it for sure.
Yeah. Is it my turn?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, like everybody, like Devin just said, Bryson Neal, barring no injuries, no bike problems, no penalties, the dude's going to win, and he's probably going to do it in style.
How many minutes? How many minutes you give him this week?
I was getting ready to say a 3-minute win. And
what's the record? Do we have that yet? Do we have that?
Adam,
do you know?
Adam's got the record, and it was 6 minutes and something.
Adam's got the record at 6 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
6 minutes. That's a little bit much to ask for, don't you think?
It was actually more than that, and he backed it.
Yeah. That was back in the 250R days, right?
No, that was when he was on a KTM. It was.
I know. I'm just throwing an old joke out.
Yeah, it was. It was at the General, and I think it might have been 2008, and he was on a KTM.
I love those bikes, man.
They were good looking bikes, weren't they?
Yes, they were. I almost bought one instead of Miami back in the day. But anyways, back to it.
Hey, I'm glad you didn't, because you that'd be a price you would not want to pay, right?
Right. But Bryson Neal's going to win because he's just super fast. Dude's on it. I'm going to have to go Hunter Hart second. I think he's going to rebound after like I said before, rebound after last week or 2 weeks ago, last race, and get up on the podium in a second. And I'm going to have to go Cole Richardson in third. Once again, I think he's going to rebound. I don't think he's going to have all the mechanical issues he had last race. And he's been up here all year long, besides last weekend. And, that's why you're up, Coop.
That's what he thinks, and he's not. He
That's
doesn't
right.
want to hear it.
Stamp it.
I'm also going to go Bryson for the win. Barring anything happening, there's no reason why Bryson wouldn't win this weekend. Here's where it gets tricky, though. I think that there's a 3-headed monster that's hungry right now. 4-headed monster with Hunter Hart, Adam McGill, Cole Richardson, and John Glotta. I think any 4 of those guys could fill these last 2 positions. And but being that we are close to West Virginia, I'm going to go Gator in second place. And I'm going to go John Glotta in third. But I think that those 4 guys are going to be close, battling for those last 2 positions on the podium.
Wow, you guys are high on the Gator, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good. I had some Apple Crown today or yesterday. I mean, dude can ride. I just think Hunter Hart and Cole Richardson is going to be up here on that podium. That's
Hey, dude, and that's the easy pick because that's second and third place in points right now, and those guys have been the most consistent all year round. So that's a good. I mean, that's not a bad pick at all.
Right.
So I did take the time to look up the record while you were making your picks. It was 6 minutes even. It was in 2008. Adam was on a KTM, and it was also KTM 1 and 2 that day. Taylor Kaiser was second. So
Okay.
there it is.
Okay.
There you go.
Stats, man. I tell you what, man, Brandon. That's why we need producer D in these shows. Even if he's not working the keys, even if he doesn't have the cameras, he's working the stats over there. I like it.
I have a lot of useless knowledge.
Yes. Hey, I get told that all the time by my wife.
What?
Better wipe it, Devin.
There's nothing there.
Brandon just loves a private chat.
Shoot. I figured I get a good response out of them.
Yeah. So, okay, Devin, you didn't get to talk to us about bikes. We were talking about bikes earlier, but who's your picks this weekend? Now, these picks could be all over the place, right?
All right, I think we're going to see another winner. I think it's going to be Josh Strang.
I'm separating you 2 guys.
I was like, what did you just do? You just messed me all up. What's up?
No, you guys are arguing, so I'm separating you.
This is bad. There's too much stuff going on.
Good.
All right.
Too many things for us to play with.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh Strang.
Clip that.
That's what she said.
Josh Strang for the win. Josh Strang's got it.
7 for 7.
Stu Baylor second, and Ashburn third.
Wow. Okay.
Mix it up.
I like the Josh Strang pick.
I want it. I want to see it just because I want 7 for 7. I want to see how far we can take this thing.
Right.
He's for sure capable of winning at John Penton.
Oh yeah.
He's had like seasons where it's not been super great, and then go to John Penton and still be able to like just be on rails.
Yeah.
So
how far could we possibly go into the season without a repeat winner?
8.
If we can't go to Snowshoe, there's no way we go to Snowshoe without a repeat winner, right?
No way.
I think we can make 8.
I do like Josh Strang for the pick, but that's not what I'm doing.
Strang and Ashburn are the last ones, right?
That's
they're the last ones. We're going to get our first repeat winner. Mark my words, and it's going to be Johnny Gerard for the first taking the overall. Dude's probably got his swag back. He was fast last year, super fast last year. Should have came into this year super fast as well. If you listen to last show, if you haven't listened to the last show, go back and listen to it, and you'll find out why I'm saying this.
Nice plug.
Through everything, yeah, I figured you like that. Dude's been through a lot. He's a battler. He's tough as nails, and dude's quick. Just know about. He's got that speed, and I think he got that taste last race. Got that win victory, and I say he's going to back it up again with a repeat win this week with Ben Kelly second and Stu Baylor third. It's going to be a whole KTM podium this week.
Ooh, sweeping the podium. Okay. Well, Brandon, you're wrong.
Never
Devin,
wrong.
you're wrong.
Bobby Boucher said Mama's never wrong.
First repeat winner this weekend will be Ben Kelly. Ben Kelly's going to win this weekend at the John Penton. And I am, however, going to mix it up on the podium, though. I think that we're going to have a Ricky Russell sighting on the podium. So I'm going to go BK, Ricky Russell, and I'm going to have Stu Baylor rounding out the podium. Stu, besides his not finishing inside the top 20 that one race, he's been more consistent than anybody.
Right.
So he's going to be on the podium unless something happens.
Right.
So that's my stamp, and I'm sticking to it.
We're all going to be wrong. Jordan Ashford's probably going to win the damn race.
Probably. Probably.
We'll
going to get 7.
We'll have 2 more XC2 guys on the podium.
Right.
We'll all be way off.
Hey, dude, I'm just so happy because last year it was crazy how that season went, and now this year it's like a total opposite. Pretty much everybody's still back, and we haven't had a repeat winner yet. So going in round 7. So
yeah,
it's awesome. That's awesome.
Are you guys going this weekend?
We'll talk about that off air.
Fair enough.
Some situations coming up. So
things gotta happen.
There's a lot of things we'll talk about on air, but that's not one of them.
Talk about your mom, but we won't talk about going to Penton.
Yeah. So good show, guys. We ended up making it over an hour. We thought it was just gonna be a half an hour show, but it ended up being a pretty good one. Brandon,
I'm just curious how all this turns out with the audio and how it all sounds. And
I don't think it's gonna sound bad. I really don't.
You can probably hear my really loud kids.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs.
No, I haven't heard them until now.
Well, I'm downstairs and I can still hear them.
Oh no, I can't hear them. I don't know if Coop can hear me or not, but
no.
Yeah, guys, it's been a good show.
Yeah.
I mean, no callers or no nothing, and still went over an hour. Devin came in late. It probably would have been even longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you saying? Talk a lot.
So Devin, Devin, I did the sponsor read flawlessly at the beginning of the show without any notes, without anything, any crutches or anything. So now we get to hear how Brandon does.
I was wondering if you were going to pull music out. I was like, man, how do we do this music stuff? We got to figure this out. Hey guys, appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the show. I know it's kind of different this week, but hope you liked it, shared it.
Like consistency.
Consistency
made it happen.
Listen, we figure out how to get you each and every week. So it's where it is. Magnum One Motorsports, guys. Title sponsor of the show. Title sponsor of the fantasy. If you haven't played fantasy, you can still win a prize. Each race we play with us. Anyways, Magnum One Motorsports, awesome. MagnumOneMotorsports.com. At any GNCC or NEPG event. Magnum One's Magnum One Clean It, revolutionary cleaning product for all your cleaning needs. Anything you take to the track on the weekend, your dirt bike, your pit bike, your golf cart, you have your ATV, wash it with some Magnum One revolutionary cleaner. All right, best stuff they have. If you guys need a gear, or if you even look for a used bike, go check out Magnum One Motorsports. Guts Racing seat covers, guys. Get that seat candy. That's one of the best seat covers you can ever get. seat foams, custom seats, anything you might need. Go over at Andy Gregg, check him out, and he'll hook you up over there. Awesome people. Seal Savers, guys. Use the code SplitLine, capital S, and save 25% off. Am I right? You're shaking your head, Coop. You're like, yep.
You're
yep,
right. You're
yep.
right.
Save 25% off on everything. Get you guys some boot savers for some mud. All right, get some seal savers
Oh,
right
he
here.
even came prepared with product.
Yeah.
Hey, and protect those forks, protect those shafts, spring, coils, all that good stuff. Mountain bikes, ATVs, dirt bikes, anything you can think of. Maybe even a Kia.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Even a Kia.
Even a Kia. All right, go over and check them out. Save 25% off. Use the code, please. And awesome people over there. Mason's a cool guy. Sunstar Channel Sprockets, guys. Devin can contest to this. Cooper can contest. I use them. Everybody should use them. If you want to be on the podium, use Sunstar Channel. Doug Kirk and the guys will hook you up. Don't forget about the rod day. Told you about it at the beginning of the show. I'll say it again. July 15th. If you want to sign up early and get a t-shirt, do it by Saturday. Do it at the gate. Code SplitLine30 to save 30% off all of your product needs. And
A cool 30%.
a cool 30% off. What's that? What are they made of, Coop? What are those
Case
sprockets made of?
hardened steel, baby.
Baby, that's right. And guys, once you guys get over that on your bike, Mountain State Hair Scramble Series, great series, local series for us in West Virginia. Richie Nolan and those guys put on an awesome show each and every weekend. They put a race on. So check them out. They don't build champions; they make them, right? Something like that.
Right.
Something like that. But anyway, something like
That's the one thing. I don't have the sign in front of me.
Anyways, it's awesome. Great tracks over there. And hey, another plug I will put out too. He's not a sponsor of the show, but he has sponsored me and Cooper pretty much our whole racing careers. Mr. Bob Rittenhouse.
Yes, sir.
He has built all of my motors. Definitely Yamaha. Can build a Yamaha motor. Definitely build a Honda motor. Anybody that was looking for a motor builder or just something to work on your bike, he's doing this full time now. So reach out to Bob Rittenhouse. I'm not sure his number. I'll get all that information. But if you're in West Virginia and around Clarksburg, Bridgeport, if you're looking for a good mechanic for pretty much anything with a motor, hit this guy up. He won't go wrong. I promise.
He might mess with you a little bit though.
He might will. He's a good jokester. Dude can build some motors. Can build some motors for sure.
By the way,
Devin, take your bike over to him. He'll hook you.
There you go, Devin.
Your bike will not break down. I promise.
Take your bike to Bob.
Take it. Yes, I'm telling you, Devin.
Just so you know, Mountain State we don't make winners. We help build them.
I was close.
Stats guy.
I love it.
Big stats guy over there.
I got to do something to make sure my job is meant to stay around.
Yeah.
Hey, I couldn't figure out how to message back in the comment section earlier. I was like, man, we need Devin.
Yeah. Devin, appreciate you joining us late tonight, man. Yep. Brandon, not bad.
Yep. Guys, I'm excited. I don't have to drive home. I'm already home.
It's true.
This might be a little bit too good. So,
hey, all good things that eventually have to come to an end.
Yeah. All good things have to come to an end. So, guys, this has been episode 115. And for Devin Masters, Brandon Whitehair, and myself, Rodney Cooper, we appreciate you guys joining us tonight in the comment section especially. Let us know if you guys like this kind of remote deal that we did tonight. And we'll see how the audio turns out. So for episode 115, we are out.
Peace.